Hi everyone, it's Chenso from Reality Art Pod, here to talk about Season 1, Episode 7 of Fox's The Snake, titled Nowhere to Hide. Last time on The Snake, Jordan twerked her way out of her coffin, earning the power of Snake for the week, and went back on the plan to target Mayor John, instead eliminating boring teacher Christine. Before I dive in, I put a link in the description to my playlist to catch up on the season's recaps. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. I'm also recapping Big Brother and the challenge right now. But let's dive into it. Players head inside after Christine's elimination, and we learn that Christine gifted an advantage to her ally, Mayor John. Of course, Christine did the boring thing. Jack is on to Catherine's game. She's made so many promises, especially to him, and he's trying to get McLean on board to target her, but allies who have gotten so close that they match, Brett and Derek, have other plans. They want to target Mayor John. They head outside, and host Jim pops out of a crate in the first silly thing he's done in 7 episodes. He tells the group that they're playing snake scavenger hunt, hunting for golden mongoose, mongeese, mongai, somewhere on the property. Every round, the first person who finds the mongoose can eliminate one player from the game, until there's one player standing who will be the snake. Amanda doesn't want to find one, and have to make it enemy, which is smart. Brett finds the first one and eliminates Mayor John, where we learn that John had the advantage of 1 block in the game, so John stays in the game and gets to eliminate a player instead. He eliminates Amanda. Alyssa finds the next one and eliminates Brett, saying he tried to take out her new friend Mayor John. Since when are Mayor John and Alyssa friends? Who knows, this show is edited poorly. McLean finds the next one, making Jake happy when she eliminates Catherine. Alyssa finds another, eliminating Jack. Alyssa is savage. Jordan eliminates Mac. Alyssa gets yet another and eliminates Jordan. Mayor John finds the next 2 and takes out Derek and Alyssa, coming down to John and Frankie. Frankie, apparently also Mayor John's friend. The final mongoose is in the pool. Frankie lets John have it, assuming that he can just be safe and not get the blood on his hands. So Mayor John is our snake this week. John is happy, happy, happy. He wants to be a power player now, so players get to strategizing. Alyssa advises John to target the guys, and Frank, Alyssa, and Jordan seem to make a pact to work together to control the elimination. The next day, they get a crate with video messages from home. McLean gets to see Jack's family, her future in-laws. Frank gets to see his mom, and we learn that he was inspired to become a hairstylist to help his mom get through her cancer, which is a sweet story. The players hate Mayor John's parents' message. They feel like his parents are robotic. I mean, they were robotic, but shading the parents, not too much on that. It gets to a point. How long have these players been gone for? It has to have been 2 or 3 weeks. It's only episode 7. Isn't this a finale type thing to do? John tells everyone he has an open mind, but is just trying to get information from the other players. This pisses everyone off. Catherine calls this John's reign of terror. Jack calls it whack. John sits Catherine and Jordan down, telling them that everyone wants them to be the bottom 2. The girls are pissed and agitated. John also tells them that Frankie and Alyssa are totally cool with them being in the bottom. Jordan feels betrayed because she just made a pact with Frank and Alyssa. They come out of this meeting and Hurricane Jordan is a category 5, telling Alyssa that John threw her under the bus and storming out to the group shouting, "Who's lying in my face?" calling Frankie out for being okay with her being in the bottom. This pop-off ends with pretty much nothing happening. They all decide that John is stirring the pot for no reason. So they head to the saving ceremony and get started. John saves his friend Alyssa, who of course saves Frank, then Amanda, Derek, Brett, then Jim randomly stops everything, saying there's about to be an epic twist, and there's a mysterious crate with snakes sticking out of it. So there are snake sticks in this crate. The player who draws the longest stick will be saved from the elimination. Jordan has the big old snake and is spared, but the next pick goes back to Brett. He saves Jack, leaving McLean and Catherine in the bottom 2. So John has to pick between them who to eliminate. Catherine pleads her case that this is John's opportunity to take a real shot at Jack and keep a player who will really help him. Ultimately, John decides to save McLean, eliminating Catherine from the game. So we have to say goodbye to Catherine here. This one was rough. Catherine was the star of this show, being cutthroat, manipulative the entire time, even fighting with Pastor Jacob and telling him he was being ungodly. She swore up and down on everything she loves at every opportunity. You know the producers were eating her up, and she was doing everything they wanted all these players to do. She's competitive, strategic, smart, fun, argumentative, everything we could ask for in a player. It was such a miss for us that she wasn't on a bigger show like Survivor or Big Brother, and I would love to see her on Traitors one day. She would be an incredible traitor. I really needed her to make it to the finale to keep the show interesting, but a show with already failing ratings now has less appeal. The producers clearly knew Catherine was going home, and threw in this twist in the elimination, a shot in the dark save to keep the star around. If you're gonna rig the show, I don't even mind rigging the show because I like Catherine and I want her to stay, but if you're gonna rig the show to keep your star, they should have made it that the person who got the biggest snake got to pick next. That way, instead of a 1 in 4 chance of saving the star, you have a 50-50 chance. This show is a mess. I don't know if it was just my area, but Fox pushed this episode back to 12:30 at night here, even past the news, which is not a good sign for the show. I wouldn't be shocked if they decide to prematurely pull it from the network, but nevertheless, we persist. If you're watching this along with me, sound off in the comments what you think of Mayor John being the snake and Catherine's said departure. Let's show some love for Catherine. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be back next week with more snake. Until next time, you know where to find me. Bye.